In a quiet town, lived a young man named Rahul, full of youthful ambition, but burdened by a gnawing resentment. He believed his father, Mr. Sharma, had done little for him, always silent, seemingly absent in the grand tapestry of his son's life. Mr. Sharma, a man of few words, spent his days toiling in a small local factory, his hands calloused, his back perpetually stooped. He rarely spoke of his struggles, his sacrifices hidden beneath a quiet, enduring demeanor. Rahul, blinded by his own desires and the flashy successes of his peers, often compared his life to theirs. Why couldn't I have more? Like them? He'd silently wonder, a bitter taste on his tongue. He remembered his father's old worn clothes, the frugal meals, and the absence of any luxuries in their modest home. Rahul interpreted these not as signs of sacrifice, but as a lack of effort, a failure to provide more. His father, however, held a secret close to his heart, a small leather-bound diary tucked away in an old wooden chest in his room. It was a silent chronicler of a love Rahul had yet to comprehend. One somber afternoon, as fate would have it, Mr. Sharma passed away peacefully in his sleep. The news hit Rahul like a tidal wave, a sudden, profound emptiness filling the void his father left behind. During the difficult task of sorting through his father's belongings, Rahul stumbled upon the old wooden chest. Inside, beneath neatly folded clothes, lay the diary, its cover faded with age. Curiosity, mixed with a nascent sense of regret, prompted Rahul to open it. The pages, yellowed and brittle, were filled with his father's neat, careful handwriting, a script Rahul had rarely seen. The first entry spoke of Rahul's birth, a joyous occasion for Mr. Sharma. "My son, my world." It read, "I will give him everything, even if it means I have nothing." Rahul's eyes widened, a lump forming in his throat. He continued to read, each page a window into a life he had never truly seen, a love he had never truly understood. Entry after entry detailed Mr. Sharma's struggles. "Skipped lunch again today," one read, "but Rahul asked for a new book, and he needs it for school." Another entry, dated years ago, made Rahul gasp. "Sold my old watch, the one Grandpa gave me. Rahul wants to learn to play the guitar, and lessons are not cheap." His father had sold personal treasures, foregone basic necessities, all for Rahul's education, his hobbies, his dreams. Each sacrifice was meticulously documented, not with complaint, but with an unwavering love. Rahul remembered the guitar, long forgotten in his closet. He remembered the books, piled high on his shelves. He remembered the seemingly small things his father had always provided, never questioning how. A particular entry brought tears to his eyes. "Rahul wants to go to college. A good one. I will work harder, longer. My son deserves the best future, even if it means my hands ache and my body is weary." The diary was a testament to a father's unwavering devotion, a silent narrative of countless sacrifices made without expectation of reward, or even recognition. Rahul's heart ached with a profound sorrow, and an equally profound realization. His father hadn't been absent. He had been the very foundation upon which Rahul's life was built. He had misunderstood his father's silence, misinterpreting it as indifference, when in fact, it was the quiet strength of a man carrying the weight of his son's future. The simple meals, the worn clothes, the lack of luxuries, they weren't signs of failure, but monuments to a love so deep, it transcended words and manifested in silent, tireless effort. Rahul remembered a time when he had complained about their small house. He found an entry, saved enough for a down payment on a bigger house. But Rahul needs a tutor for his exams. The house can wait. His father had prioritized his intellectual growth over material comfort, always putting Rahul's needs and future before his own desires. The depth of this selfless love was overwhelming. Rahul felt a surge of regret, a desperate wish to turn back time, to tell his father he understood, to thank him for everything. But it was too late. The diary became his most treasured possession, a constant reminder of the incredible man his father was, a man who loved fiercely and silently. He now saw his own life through a different lens. His education, his opportunities, even his very ambitions were direct results of his father's hidden efforts. Rahul began to live his life with a newfound appreciation, carrying his father's legacy not as a burden, but as an inspiration. He dedicated himself to his work, remembering his father's tireless spirit. He became more compassionate, more understanding, especially towards those who worked silently. He often visited his father's grave, taking the diary with him. He would sit and read aloud, sharing the stories of sacrifice, stories he now cherished. "I understand now, Papa," he'd whisper, tears in his eyes. "You gave me everything, more than I ever knew." Rahul realized that some love is never spoken, only lived. It exists in the quiet acts, the hidden efforts, the selfless giving that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. He resolved to honor his father's memory by living a life of purpose, by becoming a man his father would be proud of, a man who understood the true meaning of sacrifice and love.